Alright, folks, I'm going to try to make a fairly short video. I don't know how short it can be on a rant video, but this is more of I told you so. You know, the crypto stuff going on here in Congress, I don't know if anybody's paid any attention to it. The crypto people are worried about these laws that our government is passing, and there's no way to enforce it. I mean, they want what's called KYC, which is Know Your Customer, which should really mean that the government wants their nose up your rear end for everything. The crypto people is going to have to take a little bit of a lesson from the gun people and tell the government we will not comply because there's certain things that are unconstitutional. Most of those KYC laws are the Democrats trying to do away with the Fourth Amendment. What is the Fourth Amendment? Y'all really need, you in the cryptoverse really need to understand that Orange Man wasn't that bad. What you were being fed, what the mainstream media has been force feeding you is a bunch of lies. You know, just like everybody run hide the Delta variant. Let's all go run and be scared now. All right, I'm not going to get off on that because the YouTube thing will block me for mentioning anything about the Chinese toilet paper flu that everybody's running scared about. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. But there's an old saying, there's an old story about the little boy who cried wolf. And that little boy is the U.S. government crying wolf, wolf, wolf. All right. Anyway, what I want to show here, I've got on the screen beside me, is right here. This right here. As a citizen of the USA, I cannot buy WMT, which is this new World Mobile Token. Now, it's not a drug. It's not a weapon system. It is a cryptocurrency type of token. Now, this is more than just WMT. I mean, our government, the United States government has a war on many crypto things. Anything that they can't stick their nose up your tail in and know exactly what you're doing, which is totally unconstitutional, back to the Fourth Amendment. I mean, the crypto people are going to have an organization like the NRA or the Gun Owners of America for the Fourth Amendment. It's going to have an organization to protect it. The First Amendment, going to have one to protect it because look what Facebook and everybody else is doing. The attack on the First Amendment. If you don't agree with the powers, the high up, the people that are smarter than you, you don't have a First Amendment. First Amendment only applies to them, not to you. Second Amendment only applies to them, not to you. Just like the Fifth Amendment, the Fourth Amendment only applies to them, not to the masses. Only the elite have those rights. And you know why those rights are? And this is going to be controversial, but so what? In the very first part of our Constitution, it said all men are endowed with certain inalienable rights by their Creator. Why do you think the Democratic Party are so intent on the separation of church and state? Because if they get God out of government, that means there is no, they are the creator. Oh, if they get rid of a creator, then the whole Bill of Rights goes out the window. That's why the Democratic Party has become the party of the Antichrist. Anybody that goes to church and votes for a Democrat, your chances are slim to none at all to ever getting to heaven. You can't plead ignorance to this one. If you're just going out throwing out your vote, and here's one thing that the libtards in these churches love to say: well, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and render unto God what is God's. Well, God gave us a nation that put you and me in charge. So we are Caesar. You are Caesar, I am Caesar. And therefore, if you vote for this nonsense, you are the Caesar. So if you vote for it, you ain't getting into heaven. Period. Now, another thing, I would like for somebody that's better at crypto than me, surely there's some prepper or patriot out there, to look at this. This is also a no-no in the United States. It's called the Conceal Network, and it is a crypto blockchain that has a decentralized messaging app attached to it. And the neat thing about that is no one person has control of it. There would be no Mark Zuckerberg or Dorsey or anybody that can tell you what you can and can't say. Of course, this is also, how should you say, not, it'd be like CB radio. It'd be unfiltered, enter at your own risk, and well, that's the neat thing about these chat apps. If somebody's on there harassing you, you can hit the block button and block them. So this is an encrypted chat app that has a privacy coin attached to it. And if the way I'm reading it, now y'all need to look at it too. I mean, somebody better at this than I am needs to look at this, because the way I'm reading this, if somebody like me has a spare computer, maybe with a small, an older, video card in it, you can set it up to mine this, which the mining of this, you're not going to get rich, okay? But you would be making the messaging app more decentralized, so nobody could stop it. And basically, patriots and preppers and all like that could use this app, and there would be nobody that could tell you what you could and couldn't say on it. It'd be like the true wild, wild west, the way I'm seeing it. And the coin, the cryptocurrency attached to this DeFi project, also seems to be untraceable, kind of like Monero. But I would rename this coin, if it is everything it's to be. It's all open source, so everybody can see the source code. This looks like a cryptocurrency just made for the patriot and prepper community. And I guarantee you the government's going to hate on it. But here's the neat thing I've learned about these crypto wallets. We don't have to go through an exchange. I can email you my public key, or you can email me your public key, and I can transfer funds directly to you. We don't need to go through an exchange. We don't need a bank or anything else. None of that has to happen. And in that case, with something like Monero or this here Concealed coin, I think it's called CCX, we don't have to tell the government about it. And this looks like something that might be useful. So if there's any geeky preppers out there or patriots that want to look into this, I'll leave the comments open. I don't even read comments anymore because I get called all kinds of names, and I says it's just not worth reading. So this right here looks like something it might be worth looking into. I'm considering setting up a little miner just for this coin right here, just to, experiment with it and see how it works. Maybe you want to do the same. All I can say is check it out, and maybe if some of y'all YouTubers out there that are better at this crypto than I am can make a video more in depth on the Concealed Network CCX. Coins, wallets, cloud, and all that stuff. Anyway, there's my rant for today, that the American people are too stupid to live life without the government. Yeah, that's what I'm going to name this particular show. So talk to y'all later.